What's up, guys? It's me, Tony G, coming to you from Delaware Park, Racetrack, and Casino. This is episode 53 of my vlog, and here, it's 4th of July. I'm playing in the special 4th of July tournament. It's like a $60 buy-in, $2,500 guarantee. Let's cash or ship this thing. Hope you guys enjoy it. Here we go. Also, if you're new here, please make sure you hit those subscribe buttons, and the bell notification really helps out the channel. And also, don't forget about the contest going on. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I'll be giving away those WSOP 50 playing cards and a Felt Life t-shirt. Okay, after being card dead most of the first part of the first level, I have Ace Jack of Clubs in under the gun, and it gets around to me with a $1,200 raise. I decide to call the $1,200 raise. We are 4 ways to the flop, and the flop comes out King of Hearts, 2 of Diamonds, the 5 of Spades. I, with Ace High at this point, decide to bet $2,400. There are 2 folds, and the middle position decides to make the call of $2,400. We are now heads up to the turn, which is the 8 of Spades. I bump up the bet to $3,200 this time. Middle position looks at me oddly and reluctantly decides to call the 32. We're heads up to the river still, obviously. The river is the 6 of Hearts. I decide to go ahead and check to see if he might bet into it. He does not. We flip our cards over, and I'm actually good with the Ace High, Ace Jack of Clubs. Alright, on first break. Nothing major to report about. Got a pretty big pot with Ace Jack suited. I think they were clubs. I didn't connect with anything on the board, but I did raise it up a couple times and wound up winning with Ace High. So that was a decent one. I'm sitting at about 23,000. Starting stack was 15. Not doing too terrible. Let's see if we can make this bigger stack. Okay, in the very first hand after break, I have queens, black queens, under the gun. Blinds are 100, 200. I raise it up to 800. Everybody else folds, and we go heads up with the big blind to the flop. The flop comes out the Queen of Hearts, the 9 of Diamonds, and the 7 of Spades. It checks to the turn, which is the 9 of Clubs, giving me a full house now. I bet down to 200, trying to get him to call, which he does. The river is the 5 of Hearts. He checks. I bet 600, and he mucks his cards. And we take that pot. Okay, in the very next hand, I have the Ace of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts, in the big blind. Middle position raises to 400. Gets around to me. I re-raise it to 1,200. We go 4 ways to the flop, which is the Ace of Spades, the Queen of Spades, the 9 of Spades, giving me 2 pair right off the bat. Middle position checks. I bet 2,400. There are 2 folds, and we go heads up to the turn. The turn is the 8 of Hearts. Middle position bets 1,200. I raise it up to 2,400. She decides to then shove all in for about 10,600 or 10,800 effective. After I ask for a count, and I do call, and we flip our cards over, and the river is the 3 of spades, now possibly giving her the flush for sure. We hold up though, she didn't have the flush, she was bluffing, and we take down a huge pot. Okay, what would be the last hand of the afternoon? I have the ace of hearts, the king of clubs in the under the gun +1 position. Blinds are 200, 400 with a $100 ante. I am the shortest stack at the table right now with about 11,500 behind or so. The under the gun bets 5,100. I say, really, 5,100? He thought he was putting out 1,100, I think. I'll explain later. So I decided to call anyway. The big blind calls, and we are 3 ways to the flop, which is the king of hearts, the queen of diamonds, and the 9 of spades. So I do connect with the king there. Checks around to the under the gun, who decides to put in 6,000. I tank for a good bit, shuffling my cards around with only about 6,500 behind me or so. I decide to go ahead and just, I guess, rip it all in there and make the call. And he asked for a count like he really needed it. He could see how much I had. We flip him over, and the board runs out the 5 of hearts, the 6 of clubs, and he's got 3 queens to beat my pair of kings. And that is the end of our day here at Delaware Park. And that's all she wrote. Some guy who comes to the table after the first break has to wait 4 or 5 hands to post. Says he's new to poker. Just took me for the last 2 pots. And the very last hand I had ace king with about 15,000 behind me. And he puts 2 chips in and says 1,200, but the chips are a 5,000 and a 1,000. So it's actually 6,000. I guess I didn't catch that, but he had to stay with it because he threw the chips in. So I decided to call with ace king. He flops, trips. What the hell? Anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Better luck next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons, and leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.